go. We're going to talk about unconditional love, and we talk about that a lot. Jesus demonstrated love. He demonstrated unconditional love. He healed the ones that were Jewish. He healed the ones that weren't. You know, Jesus did not, take part of disseminating who's good and who's bad. He did and fulfilled what was needed. So one of the things that we have to remember, it's not what you are, but what you don't become that hurts. We can be so much, but what we don't become, that's what hurts us. That pulls down our self-esteem, and that makes us feel like we're less than. So we need to be who we are, what we are, because of who we are. It's not who you are that holds you back. It's going to be who you think you are. Who you are is not going to hold you back. It's your thinking of who you are. That's what's going to hold you back. You think you're not good enough. You think you can't do it. And all things are possible in God. When everything is coming your way, you're probably in the wrong lane. We grow by being able to move beyond obstacles. We move beyond things to help us grow. And that's a fact. So if everything's coming your way, something might be wrong. Doesn't necessarily mean it, but you should examine that idea. The human brain forgets 90% of what goes on. That's one of the things that is true. And one of the things that helps us remember are pictures, videos. Videos are extremely powerful, and we need to watch what we watch on videos. We need to determine what we're going to watch on TV. And that along goes with what we read, how we behave, pick our friends. You're gonna wanna pay attention to all that. And hard work pays off in the future. Laziness pays off now. If you work hard, it will pay off in the future through your education, through your thoughts, through learning to be determined, learning to be able to be relied on. Laziness, you might get away with something today, but it's not going to work for you long term. And great minds have purpose. When you have a great mind, you have a purpose. You figure out your purpose. It takes a while to figure out your purpose, but you figure out your purpose. Little minds have wishes. I wish I could do that. I wish I would have done that. But when you have purpose and you work on your purposes. And that is the difference between our minds. Above all else, guard your heart. It tells us in the Bible to guard our heart, for it affects everything we do. And I probably don't have to tell any of you that our heart puts out 5,000 more impulses, electrical impulses, than our brain does. That means when we walk in a room, we realize maybe I should not be here, maybe I should be here. You see somebody across the room and you know they're going to be your best friend forever. That's our heart sending out signals. It's finding things in the room. It's a warning signal for us, plus it's an entry for us. So pay attention to those little things. If you think it's just you, write it down. At least give it honor and see where it goes later on. The best outcome is just and equitable. The best outcome is that everybody at least gets a portion of what they want. It's not about me versus you. It's about finding a common ground between us. Unconditional love is one of the deepest longings for every single human being. We want to be accepted. We want to be accepted unconditionally. We want people to like us. by them liking us, by us learning to trust them, we're able to hear what they're saying when they say we're doing something that is against, a norm or it's against the society. We all want that ability to be unconditionally loved for who we are and for what we grow into. And trying to think about how we can make a difference, you and I forget that the small daily things that we do can make a difference over time. That difference ends up being a big difference that we often cannot foresee. And anybody in this room that's a parent or a dog parent, Vanessa, anybody can see what we put into our children when they're little, as they grow, or our animals, they become people. They still do things we don't like, don't get me wrong, but they have our influence. And science shows that most children go back to their values after that period of being wild. So just remember, we all have that wild period. It's born in us. But when that's over with, we go back to our values. And nobody's values are going to be higher than what they set themselves, no matter what somebody else does. So there's variables in that. The art of conversation is not only to say the right thing at the right place, but to leave unsaid the wrong things at the tempting moment. We've all had tempting moments where we want to say things and we know it's only going to cause hard feelings and argument. Sometimes we do it anyway. But the art of being able to be a good conversationalist is knowing when to say the right things at the right time and knowing when to leave the wrong things unsaid when there's a tempting moment. Character must be kept bright as well as clean. Keep your character clean. Don't do things in private that you wouldn't want somebody to know in public. Keep yourself bright. By keeping your character clean, by doing the next right thing right, it keeps that light bright and shining. Everything you are against, it will weaken you. Everything you are for will empower you. So the theory behind that, and we saw Jesus actually teach that because he talked about the things he empowered. Very seldom did we hear about the things he did not empower. He empowered love, he empowered equality, he empowered so many things. But if we talk about the things that weaken us or weaken our society, we give that energy and we don't want our energy going to it. So anything that empowers you or the things that you believe in, that's what you want to send out to the world. So remember, no matter what your problem, God is still the answer. And if you trust in your Heavenly Father, He'll never let you down. God bless each of you.